Yo, what's good, guys? Today I just wanted to talk about when life is tough, save $10,000 and reevaluate. So, $10,000, guys, that's enough money to really get you back on your feet. If you're looking at your bank account right now and you got $500 left or $1,000 left, you can't pay your bills, it's tough. Well, what you need to do is you need to have extreme discipline, and you need to figure out ways on how you can save that money to get to $10,000. So what can you do, right? Well, you can work on the weekends. You can work an extra job. You can get a side hustle. You can do Uber Eats, DoorDash. You need to start getting things into place to save that $10,000, because if you don't have that emergency fund saved up, well, you're gonna have sleepless nights. You're going to have increase of anxiety. You're going to have increase of depression. You're not going to know whether you can make this next payment, your next bills. Guys, you should always have something saved up. And when life gets tough, because money is the biggest thing in this life that we live, you have to have at least $10,000 saved up. Everybody should have at least $10,000 saved up, or not even have, but working towards. Always work towards having that. Before you do any kind of investments, before you do any kind of spending, before you do any kind of shopping, you should be working towards having that $10,000 saved up, or working towards getting close to that. You can't come from a place of abundance and make rational decisions when you have less than that in your bank account. The bank charges you even for having a minimum. If you have less than about $2,000 to $3,000 in your account, the bank is charging you monthly fees, because they're like, we don't even know why this guy is banking with us. We don't know why she's banking with us. We need somebody who has money in their account. Until then, we're gonna charge this person. So not only are you losing money for not even having an emergency fund, you're not even really qualified to have an account. Having that $10,000 is going to be able to compound. It's going to compound so much in your life, because now you're moving from a place of, I can go out again with my friends. I can hang out. I can help out with friends and family if they need something. If they need groceries, I can help out now. I don't have to penny pinch. I don't have to constantly be having a heart attack when I go to buy a $5 meal, wondering if my card is going to get declined. You know, I don't have to have a heart attack when it's time for me to pay my insurance, wondering if they're going to come and take my car. I know that I have enough bus fare to get to work today. Well, I know that, I now have enough money that I can go ahead and invest it into a course, or even using the money to impact your health. I can now invest the money into higher quality foods. I don't have to eat the dollar burgers at McDonald's, or the $2 French fries and all this cheap shit. I can now buy the stuff that's premium, that's quality, that's going to impact my health for the long term. And that's what happens when you have that emergency fund saved up, or you're working towards it. If you don't have that, you need to be working. This is really the only time where you should be working overtime, is to save that money, to save that $10,000. Guys, you don't understand. $10,000 at 7% on an index fund is $700 a year. 10 years, that's an extra $7,000. So that's an extra $20K in 10 years on that 10,000. And now that $20K is making 7% returns, which is about 20K, that's 2,000, maybe about 1,800 or something like that, every single year, passively, without you doing anything. If you just save that 10,000, just throw it in an index fund, don't look at it ever until the next 20 years, and you'll be surprised. It might even be around $50,000, $60,000 made. You can't live with $200 in your account. The only way how you can live with $200 in your account is when you're making a significant amount of income each and every month that $200 that's in your account, well, come Friday, when you get paid by your job, you're gonna have an extra, however much you make every bi-weekly on your paychecks. That's the only time you can have that kind of money in your account. But besides that, you have to have that money in your account. You have to come at a place where you can say no to things. If you don't feel safe doing that task at work, well, you could say no. You don't have to chase the get rich quick schemes. Oh, I only have $200. If you notice, every time somebody is chasing these get rich quick schemes, even now that I'm doing the YouTube and I'm doing the whole the wealth, I'm in the wealth niche and the health niche. I'm seeing these different YouTubers and Instagram accounts, and they're constantly telling people, hey, this is how you can make $1 million by this year. Join my course and join my program. This is how you can do the $1 million a year. Every second, every post, it's a sales campaign. It's a sales ad. Who is getting manipulated by those sale ads? The people that have about $500 to $1,000 in their account are being manipulated on those sale ads to spend high ticket products, because they're coming off of your pain and off of your emotion. They want you to buy their products and courses, promises of riches. And let me ask, has it ever worked? Have any of them actually worked? None of them worked. I'm a product of example. I literally did that. Like I've paid for these courses back when, years ago, and it always came from a point of when I had literally nothing left in my account. And I was like, I need to make money because I gotta buy groceries. I want to buy nice clothing. I want to take care of my health, but I have no money. These people are promising how to make money. Okay, I'm gonna go and spend that money on the course. It never works. It never works because you're not coming from a place of abundance. It's coming from a place of, I need to do this and this has to work and this is my only chance. You can't come at a place like that when it comes to wealth. It can't be from a place like that. You can have that kind of a mindset that you really want it and you're going to attain it and you're going to achieve it, but that's how you get suckered into buying these courses and getting scammed by these people. The most important thing to do is to work a job where you can have the emergency fund saved, which is $10,000, or strive towards getting that. And then you can move from a place of abundance, because now you're like, okay, my rent can be paid next month. My insurance can be paid next month. I can pay for groceries now. I can sit down on a weekend and journal and note down things that are going to improve my life in the future that I could do, and I could take my time with it. I don't have to rush with it. And of course, 10,000 is the bare minimum. If you can get to 20 or 30,000 and you can have that, at least 2 years of an emergency fund saved up, ready to deploy in case anything happens, you're moving from a place of abundance. It's just, you're going to attract more money because you have some saved up. So now you can operate on a different frequency. You're operating from a different frequency now. You're looking at different opportunities. It's just, that is the most important thing. If you feel like that your life is not where it needs to be, focus on that first. Focus on getting the emergency fund, and you'll see things are starting to turn for you now. You'll see that you're not going to have that stress, the biggest stress in life, which is having no money, which is not being financially set, not having $0 in your account. You have to have that emergency fund. So I urge you guys, like, if you ever feel like, damn, like, I'm not making no progress here in life, save your emergency fund for 3 months. Get to $10,000, have that saved up, and then reevaluate. See what changes. And I bet you're gonna start waking up a lot more confident, a lot more free-minded. So try it out, test it out, see what happens. Anyway, that's all I gotta say for you guys today. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.